Another highlight of the great 2012 sporting summer now on BBC Two and the BBC HD channel. All the drama and atmosphere at Wimbledon starts here.
Okay, let's not dwell on that defeat. To have so many chances, to let a winning lead slip away, and for it all to end in disappointment once again. But let's not talk about Andy Murray's semi-final last year. Why? What did you think I was talking about? Anyone for tennis? This is Wimbledon 2012.
To some, this is a place of dreams.
A regal wrap-up performance at Wimbledon. He's the champion again.
And a place where they are shattered.
That's cruel. That really is cruel.
Goodness me.
A throne to the chosen few.
That's it! And he's done it. He really has done it.
And a place of despair to others. A place where hearts and minds have been won. And tempers lost.
You are the most corrupt official in the game.
You cannot be serious!
As battle lines are once again drawn on the hallowed turf, the seemingly unbreakable trinity of tennis returns. Each knows what it is like to taste glory here. But for us, it is the fourth man where a nation's hopes lie. Is this his time to be crowned within tennis's foremost cathedral? As brawn meets the most delicate of touch for the ultimate prize in tennis. Historical, magical, and truly British.
That's it! What a tremendous match. A really, really great contest.
There's a new champion at Wimbledon. Novak Djokovic.
Welcome to Wimbledon.
So much to look forward to, and this is where all the drama will unfold on that famous centre court. Thankfully, no penalty shootouts on offer there. However, I can't promise that there won't be some agonising tie-breaks along the way. Well, in recent years, we have seen Wimbledon evolve, but this year in 2012, there are no cosmetic changes, but there is a new start time. That's why we are on the air early at 11:30, and play gets underway on the outside courts very soon. But the good news is the sun is shining on the opening day of the championships, and a star-studded lineup awaits. Only one place to start for the reigning men's champion. Novak Djokovic is first up on centre as he starts the defence of his title and world #1 ranking. BBC One, the big story here today so far, Venus Williams, the five-time champion, is out. Join us for more over on One. Bye-bye. Welcome once again to Wimbledon on this opening day of the championships, and what a glorious start we've had. Beautiful sunny weather. What a difference from the month and a half we've had to endure, and big crowds have been enjoying not only the star names on the show courts but also those battling on the outside courts trying to get into round two. If you are not far away and thinking, oh, I might just pop down here, I can tell you don't, because the queues are so long, they've closed. There is not enough room to get everyone here in the grounds. It's been a terrific start, and we've got some great tennis still to come. We've got Kim Clijsters and Jelena Jankovic in battle on court #1. Heather Watson will also be in action, hopefully later on this evening, and we'll be heading out to see the young British prospect Oliver Golding, who's locked in battle out on court #2. Last year's winner Novak Djokovic had the honour of opening proceedings on centre court and began the defence of his title in hugely convincing and impressive style, defeating Juan Carlos Ferrero in straight sets. And if Djokovic looked strong, Federer looked even better. He rekindled his love affair with Wimbledon on court number 1. His first Grand Slam victory came here in 2003 and wouldn't bet against another. Will Pete Sampras' record of 7 Wimbledon crowns. The number 8 seed Janko Tipsarevic came through against David Nalbandian after being disqualified from Queen's. It hasn't been a happy visit to London for the former finalist, but it's Tipsarevic, the number 8 seed, who goes through. And in the ladies, Maria Sharapova won the French Open last month. Now she has her sights on the title here, and she made the perfect start, a comfortable straight sets victory for the number 1 seed. She defeated Anastasia Rodionova. But the big story of the day, Venus Williams, the 5-time Wimbledon champion, is out. The last time she lost in the opening round of the tournament was on her debut 16 years ago. She's been suffering with illness all year, but she went out today to Elena Vesnina, and after the match, she said this. In entertainment, Joe Wilfred Zonga is fit. He's up against Leighton Hewitt, who won the title here 10 years ago. That's first on court number 1. And Laura Robson on at 11:30. That's when we begin our coverage on BBC Two. But stay tuned for John and Today at Wimbledon. Bye-bye from me.
The crowned heads of Europe were falling, but King George and Queen Mary's reign was stronger than ever. The royals who rescued the monarchy in an hour here on BBC Two. Now and also on the BBC HD channel, Today at Wimbledon.
Disappointing summer holidays. Plenty of Eastern promise which never quite delivers. Then why not head southwest for the break of a lifetime? Yes, here at All England Club 1830, we can't promise you love, but we do have sun, serves and strawberries. The nightlife is buzzing, and unlike last night when we missed the back of the net, it's a good thing. So, book up now for a fortnight of fun, fun, fun. They may have bigger balls in Kiev and Krakow, but ours go faster.
What a happy man he must be.
Well, the usual suspects return. There's him, and then there's him as well, and him, and her, and her, and her, and her, and him, they're always together, and then there's him.
The Wimbledon dream has come true.
And it wouldn't be Wimbledon, would it, without her and him. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It's good to see you.
Where's our Pims?
Yeah.
Where's the Pims? Ah, yes. Cutbacks, Lindsay.
Okay.
You have no idea how bad things are.
I'll handle water then.
I've heard about the debt crisis here.
Yeah.
It's getting worse.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Well,
John,
listen,
take care of us.
There's not too many Greeks on the courts today, I tell you. So, what do they do? Anyway, listen, as sure as night follows day, our first highlight show follows the elimination of an England football team from a major top competition. But at least we qualified, which is more than Serbia did. But they...
And we're ready now on BBC One for a Wimbledon finals weekend, starting with the ladies. The action is also available in 3D on the BBC HD channel. Let's go over to Sue Barker.
unique he is, precious most definitely, and a chance today to make himself priceless. Oh, what a shot! That's brilliant. Oh, unbelievable! What a start this has been. Well, what is Joe Wilfried-Tsonga thinking there? Ow. Oh dear. Tsonga's back in it. He's a difficult man to keep down.
That's a rocket. Oh, that's what you want to see if you're a Murray fan.
He's made it.
At some point, Murray desperate to end this. Desperate to get off this court.
Is the 74-year wait over? It's gone wide. Half the stadium think it's all over. Is it over? What a way to do it! Andy Murray is through to his first ever Wimbledon final. And just look at these scenes. The last British man to win here, Fred Perry in 1936. And this is the man who will try to emulate him on Sunday.
Yesterday afternoon was full of nervous energy, intense pressure, personal triumph and national pride as Andy Murray became the first British man to reach the Wimbledon final in 74 years. Tomorrow he will try to emulate this man, the great Fred Perry, as Murray prepares to take on Federer in the biggest match of his life. If you are just joining us, the big story here today is that Serena has been crowned the Wimbledon champion once again. There were emotional scenes on centre court as Serena, who's come back from serious illness and injury, claimed her 5th Wimbledon title. It was a hard-fought battle with Agnieszka Radwanska, but you just get a feeling with everything she's been through, this is the sweetest of all. Bye-bye.
This is the moment we'll remember every day for the rest of our lives. You're a winner, I'm a winner. This is all happening so fast. You're a winner, I'm a winner. Let's enjoy it all while it lasts.
There's another chance to see the high-speed action from the Saxon Ring with MotoGP in an hour on BBC Two. Before that, slightly later than scheduled, we look back at an historic last day of Wimbledon 2012.
This is the BBC News for July 1936. The constitutional crisis continues over King Edward VIII's relationship with Wallis Simpson. Adolf Hitler says the Berlin Olympics in 3 weeks' time will be the greatest ever. And Britain's Fred Perry attempts to win the men's singles title at Wimbledon for the 3rd consecutive time.
What a happy man he must be.
They've come and gone over 7.5 decades, men who sought to emulate Fred Perry and all fell by the wayside. 76 years on, it was Andy Murray's date with destiny. Only a 6 times former champion stood in his way.
The Wimbledon dream has come true.
Well, we've come a long way since 1877, and I hope we've given you some idea of the personalities and the dramas associated with Wimbledon.
It takes 2 men to make a great match.
It should be a beauty. I certainly hope you'll join us on BBC.
2 very worthy contestants of this great championship. A man who loves this game, loves Wimbledon, has put back an awful lot into it. A man of vision, man of character, and here he is, who's achieved a dream after all these years.
It's like a movie.
The Sabbath shone bright.
Tremendous scene, a magnificent performance. Never seen that before, but that's a marvellous moment for him.
So this wonderful round of applause as people sensing perhaps the climax of the tournament.
He's said to play on the lawns of Wimbledon is a privilege. Just one more inch of height and it might have been a pass.
He's proved himself in the ultimate test.
And this is the point, of course, at which they now come out for the first time onto the centre court. The crowd hits them suddenly.
I can fairly say that's a final that we shall never forget. And as fine a Wimbledon single as we've seen for many years.
Here on the #1 court in the world, who's the boss of the tennis game?
There are two things in tennis that are immortal and probably will never change. One is perspiration and the other is nerves.
No one's ever satisfactorily explained just why Wimbledon is so well loved. Does it really matter? Do you have to explain 100 years of success? Isn't it better to hope that it just goes on and on?
And Roger is here with Boris and Greg as well. And you hadn't read the script, had you?
No, I didn't. This is too much to be true. I mean, I'm living obviously somewhat of a dream, I think, because this.
For grounding.
He keeps improving.
Back here at Wimbledon in 3 weeks' time for the Olympic Games. Andy Murray will be here. I suppose the bad news for him is that Roger will be too. But the eternal tennis circle just keeps on going and the wait goes on. Bye-bye.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
These great championships have produced huge upsets, but this is one of the biggest in history. Sustained hitting I have never seen, and this is my 39th year at Wimbledon. It's just extraordinary.